Hello and welcome to this Mystic Monday. To get us started, firstly, this morning I had a group channeling practice with my free channeling group. If you're interested in working on your intuition and having a group to chat with, it's on WhatsApp, totally free. We channel once to twice per month as a practice. But anyway, I did that this morning. And then when I was done, I pulled a card at the beginning of the session and one at the end. And when I was done, I looked down and this card was mysteriously flipped up on top. I just shuffled the deck and it came right back up, which means it's a really powerful message. Shadow key, inner waters, disclosure, and emotional healing. So I have been getting shadow cards for a couple of weeks now, but in a really beautiful way. So, shadow work is when we go into the depths of our soul, our emotional being, this life that we're living on the 3D earth plane, and we're cleansing and clearing out past trauma, past karmas, past life stuff, so that we can live in our highest and brightest in this moment, so that we don't feel blocked, so that we don't feel burdened, so that we aren't so focused on this human existence that we can't hold the light and be the light as light workers. If you're watching this Mystic Monday card reading, then you are a light worker. You are attracted to this because you are meant to be raising your vibration, your frequency at this time. We are in this great awakening, which is spanning many lifetimes, but right now we are in a very quick, fast-paced ascension process. We have the government speaking largely and a lot about UFOs, USOs, unidentified submerged objects, and that this information needs to be declassified so that we can, be in harmony and know what's going on and know the future of humanity and how we can work together with star beings. So, this shadow key, no doubt, it's for me, it's for you, it's for all of us. You are being asked to cleanse and clear anything in your psyche, anything in your emotional realms that are low vibration. What is a low vibration? Low vibration is anything that is not love, joy, happiness, bliss. It's those little anxieties, those thoughts that creep in that give us worry or fear. It's if we're holding something that's still unresolved or something that's bothering us. So you're being asked to step powerfully into shadow work and healing at this time because you are a light bearer. You are a way shower. You are a light worker. So please, if you need help, reach out. We have breathwork classes. So we have classes virtually online you can participate in. We have all kinds of awesome happenings. I do private sessions. I do private readings, all of the things. I do trauma, anxiety, depression, relief work. So please, if you do need help or you're not sure your path, even if it's just that I can offer you a little bit of advice on what to do, we are here for you and here to support you in what's interesting is community. So I admittedly did not, oh my gosh, now that is divine. So I'm all about the butterfly. I'm wearing butterfly earrings. I can't make this up. So I had not shuffled this deck yet. This was on the bottom. This is my word of the year. I opened a yoga studio in Key West, and I'm all about community and connecting more, having an online community, having in-person communities, all of the things, because we need to come together so we can continue to raise and do all those things I was just mentioning. So it's funny that this is here, and then that was just amazing. Transformation. We are all in a powerful, powerful, transformative time, and you are needed. That said, don't get caught up in the have tos, the need tos, the shoulds. Don't should on yourself. Oh, I have this that's been bothering me. I need to do the work. I should be getting healing. Look, everything is in divine alignment. Everything is unfolding exactly as it needs to for you. There is no hurry. In fact, when you let go of the pushing, the need to, I have to, I've got to get this done, or I got to, carve time out for meditation, you see the energy, right? And me just explaining that. That's not openness. That's not alignment with spirit. So, where and how can you carve out time to gently invite in this opportunity to align, to soften, to heal, to integrate all of the things. So the happiness card is coming. It's coming swiftly. There's been a lot of intense energies, I guess you could say, around lately, around a lot of energies. So it's a reminder to be playful. So dolphins are very playful. And when we are following our path and we're looking for signs and synchronicities, one of the best things to ask yourself is this going to feel happy to me? Will this bring me joy? Does this make me feel light and playful? When things are very inspiring to you, or you get excited, or you're thinking about a new project or an idea, if you get excited about it, that's a good sign. So many people ascribe to what they think they should do to be successful, to make money, and they aren't happy. And ultimately, our path, our purpose is to be light, to be playful, to be joyful, and to live in these high vibrational states. And see how the dolphins are out of the water. It's like they're frozen in time for a moment between the sun and the water, and it is just such happiness. And there's not one dolphin, there's two. So spend time with people you love, but be mindful of who you spend time with, because that is really important, that you are spending time with people that raise and lift your vibration. This is a new deck I have that I absolutely love. I think it's called Healing Waters. What do we need to know at this time from Spirit to help us on our highest, brightest path? I invite you to take a breath now with me. Inhale. Hold at the top. When you slow your breath, when you deepen your breath, you also raise your vibration. Familiar steps, reoccurring dreams, continuum, reclaimed truth. So my dreams have been very prominent lately, like very vivid, very intense, and all kinds of interesting things have been happening at night. And I've been having some familiarities, like some past life things have been coming through. I've been told to remember my Lumerian life and all of these things. So what's coming to me now is that it's so important to ask, right? So if you're somebody who wants more connection with spirit, with your next steps, with your highest, brightest, most empowered life and way of living, we have to ask. And so there's some reclaimed truths that are wanting to come through for you, and some familiar steps from the past, from your higher self. So ask for it and tune into it. That is so incredibly important. I'm going to pull some self-care cards around what can help us raise our vibration, because this is feeling like this whole Mystic Monday is about the vibration that we're holding, cleansing with the shadow work, and holding the light. So right away, sync with the moon came out. We just had our last super moon, super full moon of 2024 last week. That was pretty incredible. Actually, it was just, a few days ago. And I found it challenging to sleep in the wee hours. I was waking up around 2 or 4 a.m. So hopefully you are syncing more with the moon. Just remember that our bodies are over 70% water. We just had a king tide along with the super moon. My yard started to flood. It was one of the highest levels of water rising we'd ever seen, if when there wasn't a storm, like a hurricane present. So the moon is just so incredibly powerful. I witness it in my backyard, in my canal, as the waters rise and fall along with the moon. So how can you sync more to the moon? Maybe a moon calendar. There's apps for these, or just noting. I put it in my calendar: new moon, full moon. And so I know each month that we're moving towards the new moon, we're moving towards the full moon, and I personally know, what those energies are about. So maybe do a little sitting with moon phases. Look it up, Google it. The Native Americans worked with the phases of the moon. Ancient cultures worked with the moon, and it's something that still dwells in our DNA and will greatly help you be successful in your life also. All right, let me pull two more self-care cards for our journey to higher vibrational living. Oh, make a meal, beautiful. And pick nourishing foods. So recently I was doing a quantum healing hypnosis session with a client, and she channeled the Third Ascension Galactic Council for over 3 hours. And I have been working on my own health and hormones and what to eat for some time. I have moved more towards a keto diet that does include animal meat and fat. I know that doesn't work for everyone, so we each have our own responsibility to tune into our body and our being and ask, what do I really need the most to be nourishing? But I asked her in this session, I asked the Galactic Council about our diet, and they said, yes, humans should be eating meats and fats. However, all things should be in balance. So lots of people are talking about the carnivore diet, and I do believe that that has some health benefits as far as living your entire life eating that. Um, it's all about your belief system. So if you hold a fruit or vegetable and you say, thank you for your nourishment, right? And you believe that you're receiving the nourishment, then that is what you receive internally. So what we believe about the foods we eat is what we actually receive energetically and vibrationally. That doesn't mean you can eat something that's highly processed and laden with sugar and bless it and eat lots of it and still be healthy. But I'm talking about whole foods, proteins, fats, fruits and vegetables, things in their most natural form from the earth. So make a meal, but what I would add to that is make it consciously with awareness. Breathe, really feel the textures, smell the smells, look at the colors, and bless your food before you ingest it, as well as your water, because water holds a memory. So when you bless and intentionalize your water, you then drink that energy into your body. Okay, one more self-care card for this Mystic Monday. Ooh, I love this movement. I am about to post a video from one of my quantum healing hypnosis sessions, QHHT it's called, and it was about movement. And they say it's okay to do like weights and things, but don't do exercise so much that it breaks your body down, puts you into a state of fatigue and resentment towards your body. Movement like dance, yoga, energy movement, like definitely move your body. Get out, get connected to the earth, and get in the sunlight. I know some of you live where there is winter, but as much as you can connect to the earth, there are things like earthing sheets available. So there are things that you can utilize inside your home to get that grounded earth element. But the more you can get in the sunlight and let it come through your eyes with no sunglasses and no sunscreen, the more not only are you going to be healthy in your body and being, but the more light codes and things that are going to be activated and the more downloads you'll receive from spirit if that is a path that you're on. So move, dance, be silly, be childlike, be playful. Remember the dolphins that came up? So we're getting a theme of lightness and playfulness, because these are the things that lift you. And then when you're lifted, it's almost like a think of a couch, right? That hasn't been moved in years, and you pull it out. There's a lot of debris under there, right? There's stuff, maybe some old toys or food fell down in there, who knows? But if you haven't cleaned out from under a couch for a really long time, typically there's a lot of debris. So when we do these kinds of higher vibrational energy work, it's like we're lifting the couch, and then that shadow work, it's so much easier for the broom just to come through and sweep it away, rather than it sitting under there, like settling down in the bottom, kind of holding us down and weighing us down. So do these types of activities so that the shadow work is so much easier, and cleansing and clearing for you. Okay, I want to pull a spirit animal for us for this reading. What animal is with us this week on Mystic Monday to help guide our paths? I love shamanism. I love that the otter came up. So the otter is a very hardworking water creature. I actually feel inspired because I'm only picking one, and it's like the card that's going to be with us, or the animal that's with us this week. And I would like to just share more with you about what the otter represents. So not only hardworking, swimming, but otters are very playful. I've had the opportunity leaving my parents' tree farm in the middle of Florida, driving back to the Florida Keys. I've seen otters crossing the road, and they're very cute and playful. Okay, so how great is this? We have the dolphin card. It says unobstructed joy, playfulness, and contentment, full of love, needing nothing. And it says perhaps the most joyful creature within the spirit animal deck. It represents absolute bliss, playfulness of a child, a giddiness, a reverence for life itself without the presence of doubt, worry, or skepticism. Imagine yourself with a little more otter energy. What would life look like? What would it take to bring you there? The otter card begs these questions and wants to transport you to that precious place as soon as possible because the celebration is awaiting. So where have you been heavy in your own mind that you can lighten up, literally lighten up, so the light can come into your body? I'm going to pull just a couple more cards before our Mystic Monday feels complete. Those two flew out behind me. You are worthy of beautiful things, divine, magnetic, and valuable. So know your worth. We are each individually divine, miraculous beings. You are living in an avatar body. How can you shift your perspective from judgment and what isn't right to love, and how powerful, abundant, and worthy you are? Life, presence, and depth. The meaning is in the middle. That's interesting. And it looks a little yin yang to me. So don't get caught up in this extremes. Don't get so rooted in this human life and what's happening in society that you forget the spiritual. Don't get so caught up in the spiritual that you lose your groundedness to this earth plane. So where can you bring more balance into your life and find the depth and meaning in balance? All things must be in balance. I'm going to choose a moon card. Oh, pop right out. I free myself from critical thoughts towards my body and worth. So clearly this is a theme because a card just came up about that. So again, how can you free yourself for your body and worth? You can nourish it well. Typically when we don't feel worthy, when we're judging our body, it's probably because we've been eating and ingesting things that are not nourishing. So rather than judging and berating and seeing what isn't right, how can you nourish your body and your mind and spirit in ways that free yourself from critical thoughts? I love that this is happening in the back of our heart. The back of your heart is your center of self-love. Most people create and hold a lot of tension and pain in the shoulder blades and around the heart. So I invite you to practice deeper, fuller breathing throughout your day and imagine the back of your heart space expanding with breath and sending beautiful, loving heart energy, not just forward and out, but backwards and out as well, so that you're feeling your entire heart space expand exponentially in multiple directions. So more than one card popped out when I pulled this deck. Movement awakes my creative spirit. So again, these are just reaffirming that we are on the right track with this reading today, that you need more movement, but not in the way that destructs the body, in ways that are playful, that are light, that are joyful. Dance. People get so freaked out about the dance part, just jumping up and down. There's a Kundalini Yoga Kriya for depression, where you literally just jump up and down with your hands in the air for 1 minute. And let me tell you, 1 minute is really hard. You get tired, you're out of breath, but you cannot be depressed if you do that. So once again, movement awakens your creative spirit. What is creative spirit? That is you opening your mind to all of the possibilities that are available to you. So 4 cards pulled out of this deck. Proper rest helps me look and feel my best. So when we are doing things, we need to honor rest. We need to take rest. I personally use the free app Insight Timer, and anytime I need a quick reset during the day, I put on a breath work or a meditation. You could even sort it out for things that are 0 to 5 minutes if you're short on time. But for me, like a 15-minute breath work will reset my entire day. So where can you carve out little bits of rest in your day to fuel you? And I love this. It's a full moon. I am ready Thank you. Yes, we are ready. We've been prepping for this time of this awakening for lifetimes. This quick ascension process, it's incredible, it's miraculous. Please open your mind and your beliefs to what you cannot comprehend, because it's coming, it's here, and you are being asked to hold the light and raise your vibration so you can receive all of the psychic, mystical channeling downloads and information from spirit that's available to you, so you can live joyful, playful, and most importantly, free. So we can live free in our hearts and be elevated. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you next time.